You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again, and today we have another special guest. We have the one and only Amanda Rettke. She has a new cookbook, Homestead Recipes. And I'm telling you, if you're hungry, just wait till we get into this interview. So, first and foremost, I want to say good morning to you, Amanda. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good, and I would like to listen to you talk about my book now. You have an amazing voice.
Well, man, I wish I could cook like this amazing voice, but that's why we have you here, the expertise. I mean, you've been on many amazing platforms, including Martha Stewart's show. I mean, you have, like 8-point-something million followers. Like, that's like quadruple affinity times more than me, man. So you do amazing shows and, preparations for people to learn. What was the process like, you discovering your passion for cooking?
It was really accidental. I kept having kids, and they kept wanting to eat, and I didn't really know what to do with that. So I started making meals for the family, and then I started blogging. That's kind of the core of everything I do, is my food blogs. And then after a decade or so, I got asked the question enough times, do you have a book? I want all these recipes in a book. And I was like, yep, I'm ready. Let's make it happen.
I mean, you have some recipes that just sounds delicious, like zucchini corn chowder. You got butterscotch bars.
Okay, you did not just pick out a zucchini recipe.
I'm just saying.
Do you like zucchini?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a good, recipe, of course, but I'm just saying,
My publishers fought me on that because they don't think the world was ready for a whole chapter on zucchini. But as you probably know, if it's done right, it's one of the most amazing ingredients. So that's so interesting that you picked that one.
And plus, you have 8.5 million followers that can say the difference. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Boom. Now, that's the first time I ever had an interview. So I just do it. Might drop before it's over. So it ain't over yet. So this book, Let's talk about this book, Homestead Recipes.
Okay.
What are some of the things that people can expect from this book from you?
So that's a great question. It's really not anything that the people have asked for. To be totally honest, a lot of the world is really in this mode of specific diets or fads or trends when it comes to food. And this book is none of that. It's a representation of the foods I grew up with, which was a lot of hot dish. The rest of the world knows that as casseroles. But comfort foods, a lot of our salads are made with a Jell-O cream cheese marshmallow mixture. We do things a little bit different in the Midwest. Cheese is in practically everything. And so this is a big representation of comfort food with a Midwestern flair.
And you also, in the book, it's about wisdom too. So you have wisdom from the Sassy Cook. So, I mean, I know I remixed that a little bit. Let me get that right. Wisdom from a Sassy Home Cook. Let me make sure I do that right. What's some of the wisdom that you share?
That was really presumptuous of me to put that on the cover, like assuming I have wisdom to share. But the book came about because, like, as you mentioned, I've been on social media for over a decade, and I got to the point where I was getting like daily attacks, and it wasn't necessarily personal, but it was personal to me, and I felt like I didn't really have a voice anymore. People were insulting every aspect of everything that I did, and I was intimidated to like share how much I love being a mom and how much I love making dinner for my family. And I decided to kind of do a 180 and share every little bit of that. And so sassy, definitely. Wisdom, I'm not sure. It depends on how you look at it, but it's a lot of just tidbits on embracing who you are, embracing the culture that you grew up with and the foods that you enjoy, and then sharing it. And that's the most important part, sharing it with the people that you love.
Once again, talk to Amanda Rettke, and her book, her cookbook, Homestead Recipes, is out today. So you can get it. It's a perfect gift for Mother's Day, for all mothers, grandmothers, sisters, daughters, mother figures, etc. Before we let you go, one little quick fact about you. You also are the author of Surprise and Sidekicks, which I thought was pretty cool. I had to Google it, and I saw a video of you making all these amazing cakes. It has hearts and all this stuff in it. Like, how did you learn to do that? Was that something you stumbled upon, or did you learn that from somebody?
That was absolutely stumbling upon. I'm not a trained chef by any means. And I just decided one day, I think it was 15 years ago, I was like, I want to put a design on the inside of my cake. And so I tried it and did it. And then within 3 months of that happening, I was hearing from publishers, and like obviously Martha Stewart, her show and stuff was reaching out. And I found out by accident it was kind of a new thing and something that people weren't doing. So it was really just dumb luck.
Well, I mean, 33,000 copies sold later is pretty good to me. So I hope that Homestead Recipes does double in that. So once again, true honor talking to Amanda Rettke. Want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule talking to us today.
Thank you so much. You are literally a pleasure to listen to.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to listen to everything you do now.
Thank you so much. You have a good one.
You too.
I Am Refocus Radio is brought to you by Foo 4-Star and Holy Crab. Foo 4-Star is a family-owned Asian restaurant in San Antonio, Texas. We have been a local favorite for Asian cuisine for over 10 years. With nothing but full smiles and fast service, you'll be leaving satisfied. Come on in for some authentic Vietnamese food. Holy Crab is one-of-a-kind Cajun Creole-style seafood restaurant located in Universal City, Texas. We offer traditional seafood items as well as chicken and steak. We also offer seafood boils. Come give us a try. You won't be disappointed. You can find these two eateries in Universal City, Texas at 2921 Pat Booker Road.